Welcome to the Mountain Advocate Coaches Corner. Like always, I'm joined with both head coaches. We've got Lean Camp Coach Alan Harris, Knox Central Coach Fred Hoskins with us. Today's a little bit different show. We've kind of got through the first part of the season, and both teams coming off bye weeks. But those guys have had a chance to get some kids healed up and rested up and ready for the stretch run here. We'll start over here with Coach Harris. Coach, tell me how you approach a bye week.
Well, I mean, every year to year, it's different. This year, fortunately, I was welcoming the bye week. Usually I dread the bye week, but it's been a blessing for us this year. We had a lot of early season injuries, and that caused us to be banged up, and a lot of kids wasn't getting to play. So really, you know, the weather against Bethlehem was probably a blessing in disguise for us because it gave us an extra week to heal up, and then our kids this week, they're just feeling good and ready to play football. So it's kind of like a new season for us, and you know, we're really excited about getting this district rolling, and you know, our kids are fired up. So it's kind of like week one for us. It feels good going into a game knowing that you don't have any injuries and your team's ready to go.
Kind of getting revamped, ready for that stretch run. You got your quarterback back, Tylen Smith. How big is that to have him back?
Well, you know, it's just another weapon on the field. You know, Spencer Gilbert did a great job filling in for us at quarterback while Tylen was out. You know, now Spencer's back out there at the Y, and, you know, it just gives us more weapons on the field, more athletes on the field, and it's a great opportunity for us to show everybody what we're about this week.
You guys put in any big changes or little tweaks, or just working on what you've been doing all along?
You know, there's certain things you don't do before district, and you know, those things we left out, and you'll see some different things that we've not done all season.
We're not going to give those away,
but yeah, we're not going to let that cat out of the bag. But I'm sure Fred does the same thing. I think about every team does. There's just certain things you don't do before the district, and we've been working on that stuff all week, and we're getting ready.
All right, man. We'll switch over here to Coach Hoskins. Same question for you. How did you approach the bye week?
Well, that first week we just kind of work on just going back to fundamentals. You know, it's been quite a few weeks since we've done our preseason stuff. You know, just simple stuff, stance and start, tackling, things like that. And then you start to work on the game plan. We spend a day or two during the bye week kind of working on our next two district opponents, just trying to the basic stuff with them, and it's good to get people healed up. You know, we've had such an issue this year, just people banged up and hurt, and trying to get those guys back in the flow and back used to being out there with everybody.
I know you guys have been a little disappointed, haven't been able to pull off the wins like you're used to. Is it a good chance for you guys just to take a deep breath and say, hey, put that behind us and we're ready for the stretch?
Yeah, just kind of get refocused. And, you know, we've been haunted by a few little mistakes, and some of that's just youth, you know, where we got kids playing that, you know, we really didn't know if was going to be out there in varsity this year or not, and probably should have had a year of JV, but due to injuries, we had to put them out there, and so you kind of have to clear those things up. I mean, we're 4 or 5 possessions away from being 3-2 or 4-2 right now, you know, so just trying to clear those things up and get better.
I know you talked about injuries, and we talked about both teams getting guys back. Got a little bit of bad news today. You got one of your players not going to be ready Friday that you'd hoped for, but those things just happen, don't they?
They have. You know, unfortunately, it's part of football, and this is the worst I've ever seen it in 20 years. You know, this football team this year, just kids being banged up and missing practice and missing games, and, you know, hopefully you get it all out of your system now, and we'll be healthy going forward, I hope.
Well, we're live right here at Grateful Ed's. We'll be bringing this to you Thursday night, but right now we're broadcasting here live from Grateful Ed's, right in the middle of the Daniel Boone Festival, and it's got things a little different this week. A little hard to get in here, wasn't it?
Just a little bit.
Yeah, I'm going to send you a ticket for my parking, Tim.
I don't know if I can afford that, man. But I'll tell you what, we're going to take a time out, and we'll be right back to the Mountain Advocate Coaches Corner.
If you're looking for the fastest action in sports, be sure to tune in to the Mountain Advocate Coaches Corner. If you're looking for the fastest internet service, look no further than Blink, Barberville Utilities' affordable, high-speed fiber optic service. Visit barberville.com to learn more. Barberville Utilities and Blink, a proud sponsor of the Mountain Advocate Coaches Corner.
I'm attorney Sam Castle from the law firm of Millward & Castle. We understand that when you're involved in a serious auto accident, you need a serious attorney to get serious results. Our reputation means everything. That's why we're respected by insurance companies, and that respect in most cases allows us to settle your case without even going to trial. Most importantly, we've earned the respect of our clients by being voted best of the best in the Tri-County area. Avoid the hassle. Contact Millward & Castle today, your auto accident attorneys.
We are constantly striving to make your pharmacy experience as convenient as possible. With football season upon us, we would like you to make the call and take advantage of our one-stop refill program. The goal of this program is to set all of your medications to come due on one single fill date every month. Stop by and visit pharmacists Frankie Abner and Corey Smith at Knox Professional Pharmacy at 511 Knox Street, or give us a call at 546-3171 to see how we can save you time and improve your health.
Studies have shown the best way to get attention on TV is to show babies and puppies. So now that we have your attention, I'd like to tell you about Happier Banking at Fork Bank. What is Happier Banking? It's the feeling you get when your bank offers 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. drive-through tellers, mobile check deposit, and instant balance, and Card Valet debit card protection.
Hey, John, need some more puppies?
No, we're good. Experience Happier Banking at Fork Bank.
Welcome back to the Mountain Advocate Coaches Corner. I'm joined here again with Coach Harris, and he's brought along Luke Ledington to the show. Coach, I'll start with you. Tell me a little bit about Luke.
Well, Luke came to Lynn Camp last year. His dad, Rob Ledington's our athletic director, and watched Luke out on the basketball floor there during basketball season last year. Then I watched him play baseball. He's a triathlete. He plays 3 sports. Of course, football, it took me a little while to talk him into playing football, and I had to camp out in his front yard this summer and beg him every day until he finally came out. And he's just a great athlete all around. You can put him anywhere you need him, and Luke's played a lot of different roles for us this year. He's our kicker. He kicks our extra points and our field goals. He kicks off for us, plays fullback and linebacker, and he's just one of these kids you just trust to put in when you need somebody somewhere, and he just gets better every day. And he come in, never kicked football before, and we've turned him into a kicker, and that's something he's really good at. And comes in on Sundays when nobody else is there and works about 3 hours by himself, and he's just one of them kids that you love to have, because you don't have to look over his shoulder or tell him what to do, or when you do ask him to do something, you know he's going to do it and do it right. And great student also in the classroom, so he's just a blessing to us, and we're glad he decided to play football.
All right. Well, Luke, welcome to the show, man.
Thank you.
So tell me about playing football. You was a little hesitant to come out?
Yeah, I was. I haven't played since Little League, and a couple of guys talked me into it, decided I could come out and try, and I liked it, so here I am.
So are you a senior this year?
I'm a junior.
You're a junior, okay. So never kicked a football, never kicked a field goal. How did that learning process go?
It was hard. I got Coach Dixon helped me out a lot. Coach Harris helped me out a lot. Just getting the technique down was probably the hardest part. And then, timing is a big part of it. And it's just their support has been good, and I've enjoyed it. I've liked being a kicker, honestly.
Do you?
Yeah.
So how much better have you got, and how did it feel when you started kicking it pretty consistent?
It felt good. Jackson County, I was 4 for 5. That was my first time ever kicking in a game. I liked it.
I think you kicked a field goal in that game, too,
Yeah, I
didn't
did.
you?
Yeah, so I like it. It's been fun.
All right, and what other sports you play?
I play baseball and basketball.
Okay.
Luke's a great pitcher. He's a great, he can play anywhere on the baseball field. And he's a good little shooter, too, basketball-wise. A lot of people don't realize it. Luke's kind of short in stature and not your typical basketball player, but he can shoot the lights out of the basketball and handle it like any good point guard. I mean, he's just a natural athlete.
Well, knowing your dad like I do, Rob Ledington, who's the baseball coach, athletic director at Lynn Camp, I don't think there was a chance you wasn't going to play baseball, was there?
No, there wasn't.
So tell me about that relationship with your dad and about how that goes.
My dad, he's been a good supporter. He tells me go hard every time I can. he wanted me to move to Lynn Camp. Here I am, playing baseball, trying to help any way I can.
All right, man. So what's it like being a football player? How's it been this year?
It's been good. I like the guys. Coaches, all like the coaches. They're all pushing us as hard as we can. And it's been fun so far. I'm excited to get out there against Pineville. Been off for 2 weeks. Be good to get on the field again.
All right, buddy. And Coach, it's always good to have the athletic director's son on your team. Maybe you might need something.
Well, yeah, I don't know if that's going to help me out or not, but you know, Rob and I have been friends for about 30 years, and you know, we worked in law enforcement together, and funny little story for Rob. Rob's first coaching job was at Laurel County, and it was my senior year, and he was my wide receivers coach.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
So we've known each other a very long time, and when I found out Rob was coming to Lynn Camp, I was very excited, and he's been a big part of our success in athletics at Lynn Camp, and you know, and bringing his son there's also led to success for us. So that's the kind of people we want, and you know, Luke's doing an outstanding job, and we're glad to have Rob also.
Yeah, it's been a good fit, and I mean, you and Rob, and everything just seems to be going in the right direction there at Lynn Camp.
Yeah, you know, Mr. Pennington's done a lot of he's made a lot of important, great coaching hires and teacher hires, and you know, Lynn Camp's turned the corner. It's a great place to be. The academics are rising, and the athletics are rising, and you know, sky's the limit there. So we're just excited to be there and love what we do.
All right, Coach, we're going to take a quick time out and step away. When we come back, we're going to have two very special guests on the show, and so let's take a break, and we'll be right back with the Mountain Advocate Coaches Corner.
I'm Abby Short. Thank you for reading the Mountain Advocate. Go Panthers!
Welcome back to the Mountain Advocate Coaches Corner. I am joined today with two very special guests, good friends of mine, and been wanting them on the show for a while. I have Scott Warren right here to my right, and I have Martin Goley right here to my left. These guys are both fine photographers. They do a lot for our student athletes in the area, and I know I couldn't do my job without them. So I wanted to bring them on the show and talk to them a little bit. We're going to start right here with Scott. Welcome to the show, man.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Let's start off with just tell me when you started taking pictures.
Yeah, so I've been doing photography for about 10 years. Last 4 years have been really sporting events and focus on sports. I really got started, though, when my son was at a very young age. And I captured this one photo of him jumping into a muddy puddle. And for me, that's where my passion started. So being able to capture that moment.
Okay, and I know you said you've been doing sporting events for about 4 years. Mm-hmm. It just seems like to me that you really enjoy capturing these kids doing their thing. And I know you share it with them, and, you know, you build a lot of good relationships. Is that why you do it, or why do you do that?
No, it's a lot of that, actually. You know, I've been doing this for a long time, and I really like to give back, right? I like to do that, but I like to capture those moments that really tell a story, and if I can do that through a photograph, that's pretty cool. You know, I think about photography and where it's brought me from. It brought me from a muddy puddle really to a professional level, right? So it's been the journey's been awesome at the end of the day, and I do like these kids. I've gotten to know them over the years, and seeing them compete at a different level is just pretty cool.
Now, have you saw your photography grow and what you're able to do?
Yeah, for sure, absolutely. You know, it started off with just capturing photos of family, and then branching out into actually doing proms, engagements, weddings, and then again, you know, at the professional level, which is pretty cool.
I know a lot of people approach you, and you do some pictures when people pay you, but you're also, when you go out and spend your time at these games, you're giving a lot of these people these pictures. And,
absolutely.
And I know for myself, and I know for you guys, it's a pretty good payout whenever you just see the smile on these people's faces.
You're absolutely right. I do that because, you know, when I was playing sports, and I did through high school and a little bit of college, but I didn't have anybody taking a lot of pictures like I do and like Martin does, and I think it's a pretty special opportunity that we have to see our community and our kids grow. It's not about us. I think Martin would agree with that. It's about these kids and about the community.
Well, you know, I know you're at almost everything Knox Central. You've become really close to them. You've kind of adopted them as a second family.
Yeah.
Although you do go to Lynn Camp when you can, you go to Barberville, you go a little bit of everywhere. But Knox Central's kind of become a home for you.
Sure. Yeah, I do. It seems like I'm very busy throughout the week and on weekends. I'm covering elementary schools, covering middle schools, high schools, colleges, you name it. I'm usually there.
Well, I appreciate it, Scott, and I don't tell you enough how much I appreciate you.
You're very welcome. I'm glad to be able to do what we do.
Well, I appreciate it, and we'll switch over here and talk to Martin. Martin, welcome to the show, man. I know it was a little tough getting you on here, and was you a little nervous?
I am nervous, and thanks for having me on the show.
Well, like I told Scott, I do appreciate everything you do, and I know, like he is at Knox Central, you're at Lynn Camp.
I'm at Lynn Camp.
And just tell me when you got started taking pictures.
About 9 years ago, I got stationed at Lynn Camp, and I started going to the sporting events. I had taken pictures before, but never had really been interested in taking sports pictures. And I went to a few of the ball games, and I thought, maybe I wouldn't mind taking some pictures, of sporting events. So I bought me a new camera, new lens, and I started taking pictures. I realized that I wasn't very good at it. So as I took pictures, I started getting better and upgrading my equipment. So, and that was in about 2012, 2013 is when I started really getting serious into it.
Is it something you got a lot of enjoyment out of? And like I asked Scott, why do you keep doing it?
Well, I graduated from Lynn Camp a long time ago, and I live on that end of the county, so I can cover Lynn Camp, and I work there. So, I get to know the kids a lot, and getting to know the kids and the athletes and all, just all of them, the ones that, especially play sports, taking pictures captures, like Scott said, moments in time that tells a story that they can look back on, and maybe their parents who can't make it to the game or their grandparents, they can go back and look at the pictures and see their kid play, and they're thinking, well, that's nice. My kid's out there making a contribution.
We're about out of time, but give me your favorite memory of
My favorite memory was we were playing Whitley County, at Whitley County, and this was, I'll have to look. It's the 2015 season. They'd beat us previously in the year.
What sport are we talking?
This basketball, girls basketball. They'd beat us at Lynn Camp. Well, we went to Whitley County later that year, and it was the first time Coach Jones had ever beat Whitley County. So I got in the locker room before he got in there because they were interviewing him. Well, when he come in the locker room, the girls just swarmed him, and I got all the pictures of all that.
Awesome. Those are good moments. And I forgot to ask you, Scott, what's one of your favorite moments?
There's a lot to pick out, but I think covering Knox Central, going to the regional and state appearances last season was pretty awesome.
That was awesome. That was really good for the community. We like to see our local teams have that much success. I tell you what, guys, we're out of time. We're going to take a timeout, and we'll be right back with the Mountain Advocate Coaches Corner.
If you're looking for the fastest action in sports, be sure to tune in to the Mountain Advocate Coaches Corner. If you're looking for the fastest internet service, look no further than Blink, Barberville Utilities' affordable, high-speed fiber optic service. Visit barberville.com to learn more. Barberville Utilities and Blink, a proud sponsor of the Mountain Advocate Coaches Corner. We are constantly striving to make your pharmacy experience as convenient as possible. With football season upon us, we would like you to make the call and take advantage of our one-stop refill program. The goal of this program is to set all of your medications to come due on one single fill date every month. Stop by and visit pharmacists Frankie Abner and Corey Smith at Knox Professional Pharmacy at 511 Knox Street, or give us a call at 546-3171 to see how we can save you time and improve your health.
Studies have shown the best way to get attention on TV is to show babies and puppies. So now that we have your attention, I'd like to tell you about Happier Banking at Fork Bank. What is happier banking? It's the feeling you get when your bank offers 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. drive-through tellers, mobile check deposit, and instant balance, and Card Valet debit card protection.
Hey, John, need some more puppies?
No, we're good. Experience happier banking at Fork Bank.
I'm attorney Sam Castle from the law firm of Millward & Castle. We understand that when you're involved in a serious auto accident, you need a serious attorney to get serious results. Our reputation means everything. That's why we're respected by insurance companies, and that respect in most cases allows us to settle your case without even going to trial. Most importantly, we've earned the respect of our clients by being voted best of the best in the Tri-County area. Avoid the hassle. Contact Millward & Castle today, your auto accident attorneys.
Welcome back to the Mountain Advocate Coaches Corner. I'm Scott Warren. As you can tell, Tim has stepped away for a moment, and he asked me to come on and interview some cheerleaders. So we have a couple of cheerleaders from Knox Central and Lynn Camp. On my left, I have Michaela Hinkle. Thanks for joining. And on my right, I have Madison Wyatt and Paige Sams. Thank you, ladies, for joining. Appreciate you guys being on the show. Got a couple of questions I'm going to ask you guys, and then we'll have a little fun at the end with some rock, paper, scissors. So somebody remind me to do that, okay? So let's start over here on my left with Michaela. How long have you been a cheerleader?
I've been cheering for 9 years, since like the second grade, probably. Yeah.
That's a long time to be a cheerleader.
It is, yeah.
Right? That's got to have a passion for it.
It's worth it.
Worth it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Madison?
I've been cheering for 8 years. I started in 3rd grade. I've been cheering for about 8.5 years.
That is a very long time to be a cheerleader. Obviously, you guys are passionate about what you do, and I know that your schools appreciate that. The team rallies around that. Let's talk about what makes your team successful. Michaela, what do you think in your opinion?
The thing that makes our team successful is a bond that we have that like no one else has. It's becoming one as cheer sisters and having a great coach to lead us.
Awesome. Madison?
Being confident in each other and not arguing and always helping each other out when we need it the most.
I think hard work and dedication is probably one of the most important things.
Absolutely. I think hard work and dedication probably is a foundation that you have to have in any sporting event, and cheerleading is very tough. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. Some of the things that, like your base support when you guys are doing your stunts, those are incredible, honestly.
Yep.
Let's talk about who inspires you. I'll start over here with Lynn Camp. Paige?
I would probably say my big sister, just because she cheered at Lynn Camp for about 4 or 5 years.
Awesome.
I'll say my mom and my cousin, because they used to cheer when they was younger, and it always inspired me whenever they tell me stories about them cheering in high school. And I love to compete and would wish to do that this year. So.
Excellent role model. Michaela?
Person that inspires me the most is my Aunt Becky. I just remember as a little kid always watching her be a coach to the middle school, winning state titles, and now I get to be one of her cheerleaders because she's one of our assistant coaches at the high school.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
All great role models. You know, I think about the younger kids who are coming up into high school, and I know that you're 8th grade, freshman, and junior.
Mm-hmm.
So what advice would you give to younger students who want to compete at this level? Start with Michaela.
I'd tell them not to give up on anything because it's all worth it in the end. And it might be hard, but, you know, you'll succeed definitely in the end.
Madison?
I would say to never hate your coaches, although they are stern, to never give up on your coaches, that you will always go far.
In the beginning, it's really hard, so just keep pushing through it and you'll be okay.
You know, coaches can be tough on you sometimes, right? But it's always
yeah,
for your
most
good.
definitely.
All right. So, ladies, if you could cheer at any level or any stadium, where would that be and why? Michaela?
I'd love to cheer Moorhead State. They're just a great school. They offer many things. They win many titles, and I love that. And they have an all-girls team, which is probably something I could do.
Awesome. Madison?
I would love to cheer at Western Kentucky University because my cousin cheers there, and she's always telling us about how great she's loving it up there. And, I mean, I would just love to be up there to be a part of their team.
I would love to cheer at UK just because they have a really good cheer team, and I think I just love to stay in.
All three amazing schools, and their cheer teams are amazing. Wouldn't you agree with that? They really
yeah,
are.
most definitely.
They really are. All right, so we're coming to a close in just a moment. Let's talk about what's your favorite hobby outside of cheerleading. We'll start with Paige.
Gymnastics, because that helps a lot with cheer.
Mine is hanging out with my friends and baking and always going shopping.
Michaela?
Mine be sleeping and eating, taking care of my nephews. I love them so much, and I'd do anything for them.
Awesome. All right. Very quickly, we'll do rock, paper, scissors, and then we'll come to a quick close in just a moment. So, who's going to represent Lynn Camp?
You do it. I'll do it.
Madison. All right. Ladies, ready? Right in front of the camera.
All right.
All right. Knox Central wins that round. So, ladies, before we come to a close, let's talk to our viewers. Tell them what's going on at your schools, upcoming events this Friday night. What's going on at Lynn Camp?
This Friday we have a away game against Pineville, and it's our big district game, so we are welcoming you to come out and support us.
Michaela, anything going on at Knox Central?
This Friday we're going against our rivals, Corbin. 7:30 at home. Be there. It's going to be a good one.
Yes.
Two very, very important games, so we do encourage everyone to come out, be a part of those events. We'll be right back after these short messages from our sponsors.
If you're looking for the fastest action in sports, be sure to tune in to the Mountain Advocate Coach's Corner. If you're looking for the fastest internet service, look no further than Blink, Barberville Utilities' affordable, high-speed fiber optic service. Visit barberville.com to learn more. Barberville Utilities and Blink, a proud sponsor of the Mountain Advocate Coach's Corner.
I'm attorney Sam Castle from the law firm of Millward & Castle. We understand that when you're involved in a serious auto accident, you need a serious attorney to get serious results. Our reputation means everything. That's why we're respected by insurance companies, and that respect in most cases allows us to settle your case without even going to trial. Most importantly, we've earned the respect of our clients by being voted best of the best in the Tri-County area. Avoid the hassle. Contact Millward & Castle today, your auto accident attorneys.
We are constantly striving to make your pharmacy experience as convenient as possible. With football season upon us, we would like you to make the call and take advantage of our one-stop refill program. The goal of this program is to set all of your medications to come due on one single fill date every month. Stop by and visit pharmacists Frankie Abner and Corey Smith at Knox Professional Pharmacy at 511 Knox Street, or give us a call at 546-3171 to see how we can save you time and improve your health.
Studies have shown the best way to get attention on TV is to show babies and puppies. So now that we have your attention, I'd like to tell you about Happier Banking at Fork Bank. What is Happier Banking? It's the feeling you get when your bank offers 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. drive-through tellers, mobile check deposit, and instant balance, and Card Valet debit card protection.
Hey, John, need some more puppies?
No, we're good. Experience Happier Banking at Fork Bank.
Welcome back to the Mountain Advocate Coaches Corner. I am joined again with both head coaches, and we're going to wrap things up here, talk a little bit about the games coming up this Friday. Both teams are gearing up for a big matchup. Coach Harris, you've got Pineville. You're going to go to Pineville, big district game. They're 5-1. They're having a really good season. Just what do you know about them?
Well, you know, Randy Frazier, he's a great coach, and he's brought some life back into Pineville, and you know they're doing really good this year. They've blown a lot of teams out, and you know they got great skilled kids, and you know their defense is just kind of all over the field. They gang tackle, and you know that just reciprocates back to being well coached, and you know they're just having a good season, and we're excited to get to play that team. You know we're ready for district play. Our kids are fired up, and we're excited to go, and we're ready to go to Pineville and play, and I hope they're ready.
What's something you expect from them? Do they make their living on running the ball mostly?
Yeah, they got 2 running backs that run the ball real hard, and you know that's what they're going to try to do, and that's what we're good at. So you know it's probably going to be like a heavyweight fight. You know, both of us are ground pounders, and you know both of us run the ball well, and it's probably going to be one of them types of games, and probably the team that makes the least mistakes is the team's going to come out victorious, and hopefully that's Lynn Camp.
Well, I know when it comes to district play, nobody has friends, and you guys have got a pretty good little rivalry going there, and been a couple lopsided games both ways, but it's always both teams are fired up for this game.
Yeah, it's a rivalry. It's kind of like us in Williamsburg to in a sense. You know, our kids get up for this game, and the Pineville kids get up for our kids. So, you know, it's exciting. There's going to be a lot of people there, and you know, we're ready to get the bus rolling. You know, I've not played football in 2 weeks, so if you can tell, I'm a little bit ready to go. And our kids are ready, and we're just excited. And we're healthy. We're healthy for the first time since game 1, and that's definitely a positive for us.
All right, Coach, I'll switch over here, and Coach Hoskins, I know you've had a week off, but you got that big matchup everybody likes to talk about. You're going to Corbin. And
no, they're coming to us.
Corbin's coming to you. But it's always that game, though, that everybody likes to talk about. Corbin and Knox Central close together. It's become a good rivalry.
Yeah, it's a big rivalry. You know, we're both right here close together and have a lot of friends. Those kids, you know, they grow up friends, go to school together and whatnot. So it's a big rivalry anytime you play somebody you're familiar with. And now we're in the same district, so it's a huge rivalry.
What do you know about Corbin? What do they like to do?
They'll spread it and do a lot offensively. You know, they'll still run the ball, but they've got 2 really good threats out there at receiver, 2 kids that UK's actually offered. So, you know, they've got a lot of numbers out. Of course, that's a city school versus county school. Kind of you're at a disadvantage already, just number-wise, but they do a good job. You know, they've had a lot of success over the years and good football program.
I was going to say, anytime you play Corbin, like them, love them, or hate them, you know that they're going to bring a good.
They're going to compete. They're going to compete, no doubt.
Tell me about your team. How do they look getting ready for this game?
We've had a good week and a half of practice here, you know, at this point because we had open week last week. And kids are really focused. And, you know, if you come out there and watch this practice, you wouldn't know we're 1 and 5. You know, we're practicing like a good football team and do things the right way. And so I'm just excited to get out there Friday and see what we do. You know, it's a big game, obviously, and it's WYMT game of the week, so we're looking forward to it.
Is this that time of year, like I said earlier in the show, that we're just going to focus on the stretch run now?
Yeah, it's put up or shut up. That's what I told them today. You know, this is the time you're going to remember. Nobody remembers August and September. They're going to remember October and November. So hopefully we're ready to play, and we'll find out Friday night.
Have you got to get out and enjoy this Daniel Boone Festival?
No, not at all. No, that's what me and Coach Harris talking about. Fall break's about useless for a football coach. You know, we still got to worry about getting our practice plans together and everything. So, no, we don't even know nothing's going on. I just realized when I couldn't park what was happening.
Well, if you've had any kids miss practice, you can get out there and look for them.
Well, I found one, I think, out there, a little freshman, a minute ago. He was out there eating a funnel cake or something, so I don't know. Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Got to get them funnel cakes.
Yeah.
What about you? Did you get a chance to enjoy Daniel Boone yet?
No, I've been prepping for this district game, and you know, just like Coach said, football coaches don't have no life. Fall break, summer break, spring break. We always trying to get our kids better, and you know that's what we focused on. So that's all I can think about right now.
All right, guys.
Football.
Well, I know you guys will agree with me. We're ready to put the season behind us so far, forget all the wins and losses, and now it's time to get serious and make a stretch run here. But we're out of time, so we're going to have to step away and see if we can make it out of here for all this Daniel Boone traffic. And we'll appreciate you guys being on the show, and thank you for watching the Mountain Advocate Coaches Corner.
I don't miss Coach's Corner with Tim Brunstetter, and neither should you.
Thank you for watching the Mountain Advocate Coaches Corner. We'd like to thank our sponsors, Grateful Ed's Barbecue, Legacy Ford and Chevy of Corbin, Fork Bank, Millward and Castle Law Office, Knox Professional Pharmacy, and Barberville Utilities. Be sure to join us for the live show next Wednesday at 7 p.m. at Grateful Ed's Barbecue in downtown Barberville, and watch online the following Thursday evening at mountainadvocate.com.